Gonna just do a quick little chat while we walk here. Talk about what led me to want to get this done. So at this point, 39, been over 300 pounds for pretty much as long as I can remember. Done every diet, every exercise, every crash course, everything that I could ever do to try and lose weight and keep it off and do well for a while, and then it comes back, and do well for a while, and then it comes back. So currently going to my local jiu-jitsu gym and exercising every day, and I've been fortunate enough to lose about 30 pounds so far and keep it off, but I want to keep that momentum going. So something that's really been an issue for me is having diverticulitis and what that really has done to my stomach. I have diverticulitis, gastroparesis, just a slew of other medical issues. So I've talked to my doctor, I've done all the things that I can do, and I think it's just time. You know, I'm willing to put in the work to keep it off in the long run. Mentally, it took me quite a few years to be able to get to want to get to this stage. You know, I thought I could do it, and I still think I can. Just, it's a tool. It's not a overnight fix. You still got to put in the work. You still got to do it. You still got to make the right decisions. It's not temporary. It's forever. You make the commitment and the decision to do this, it's forever. You can undo it just as easy and end up right back where you're at if you're not paying attention to what you're supposed to be doing. So a big part of this whole process is being able to lose weight, because you go get this done, you do lose weight, but you still have to work, you still have to exercise, you still have to make those changes. And the side effects and after effects, loose skin, you might look a little saggy, you might look kind of funky if you're, you know, doing this. You probably need skin surgery. A lot of people are a lot bigger than me. I'm 330 pounds, but I've been this way for a long time. I've also got a big stature that really makes it easier for me to do stuff and move around at this size. Like, I'm supposed to be big. I'm not supposed to be skinny, anything like that. So the complications with diverticulitis landed me in the hospital, and that's something that really was eye-opening. You know, what I was doing wasn't it, and what really helped me get through that was, and still helps me to this day, is eating a lot of fiber. Just straight psyllium fiber husker water has gotten me where I need to be as far as that goes. You know, I have changed my diet up. I no longer eat fast food. I no longer drink sugar sodas. Even the sugar-free stuff, I'm trying to quit that. You know, stuff that you keep in your house is a decision that you make. And if you have somebody that lives in your house that doesn't support that, then that's something you have to deal with. And sometimes it's just as simple as just making a decision not to eat that stuff. You know, if the people around you care about you, they will do better to assist with your food choices just as much as you can assist with your own. All right, I had to stop real quick and corral the dog. So I'm gonna try and do like just a quick 2 miles. I still got to go to work today, get this done before my weekend comes along. And that's part of the whole thing is time balance, time management, balancing it, being committed to it. Can you do it? You know, I don't want to say I don't have support, but I don't have the same amount that a lot of people do. I choose not to. I don't like people when they support me. I'm just weird like that. I just don't care for when people encourage me or whatever. I like to fight that alone. It's a me problem. Just how I rock, you know, solo. My wife does care, you know, but I sometimes just don't let her do things for me. It's just not my nature. I've been handling my own business for a long time. There's certain things I'm good at, certain things I'm bad at, and I know those things. I know when to ask for help, and so it's a struggle to kind of know when to want to need help and how you go about that. So for those people that may watch this, I don't think anybody will, they have a support system, people that can help you, people that can do stuff for you. You know, it's up to you to do that, but you don't want to abuse people's, you know, assistance. You don't want to mess up what they got going on, make it all about you, you know, because you ain't never going to get nowhere if you just ask everybody to do everything for you. You know, it's something that's critical for my success, is allowing me to have my own wins and losses, you know, my own ups and downs, deal with them my own way, whether it's internalizing them, externalizing them. You know, I have a stressful job, so I know how to deal with things on a day-to-day basis that may get under my skin. Try to figure out how to make those things less important. They're not roadblocks. Anger is a choice. How you react to things is a choice. Everything you do is a choice, whether it's putting nasty food in your mouth and getting fat like I did, drinking too many sodas, doing drugs. All of that stuff is just a choice. A choice you make, a choice you make on a daily basis. If you want to live your life like that, go for it. Don't expect everybody else to pick up your slack. Sitting there feeling bad about yourself with a pity party, you know, because you spent all your money on this and that. Now you don't got nothing, when you would rather do that. And it's something that took quite a bit of energy to do. You know, a lot of people talk about how they manifest certain things, and I feel like that is true, but I also feel like you have to manifest things. Just simply putting it out into the universe isn't good enough. You can say you want all this stuff, but how are you actually going to get it? The universe might put the opportunity there for you, but you still got to pick it up. Some of you, myself included, for a long time, were afraid to find out what was out there to pick up. You know, I follow Wes Watson quite a bit on YouTube. I've watched him for a number of years. Dude's inspirational. He would probably consider me soft, and I'm fine with that. I'm not him. He's not me. He's had his own way of doing things. Dude's solid. I respect him with everything that he's done. He's just put something out there for all the people that manifested all this stuff, say, I want all this stuff. He's putting it down. You pick it up. You figure out what works and what doesn't work, because it's up to you. You know, you look at these big ass weightlifters, they can manifest big muscles all day, but they still got to go pick up the weights and put them back down. Pick them up, put them back down. And you ain't never going to be nothing. Buddy, you ain't never going to be nothing if you don't put in the work every single day from here on out. If you want that, I want this, which is what I really want. I want to do it for the right reasons. I'm never going to be pretty. I don't want to be. I'm not doing it to look good. I'm doing it to feel good. I got people that are relying on me to be the best I can be, and I'm relying on them to be the best they can be. We got to do that together. So I got to be around, because there's certain things that I want to do with my life, and they don't involve being fat. You know, I love the feeling I get when I exercise. I love the feeling that I get when I work out in the gym, or just exercise in general. And I say that in two different ways, because there's a workout and there's exercise. I think exercise is one type of activity where you more of like a running or a physical cardio type thing. And working out is when you go to the gym and you lift weights and you do that sort of stuff. So in my mind, those two things are separate. A lot of people may disagree, and that's fine. But you're not me, I'm not you. I honestly don't care what you think. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna do what works for me, you do what works for you. We'll meet in the middle. We can be cool about it or not. Don't care. Not gonna affect a damn thing in my life. I have a good life. I do what I can when I can. You know, I do it how I want to do it. I have commitments. I have a lot of things that I've done, gotten me into a good place. I wake up every day upright and indoors, and where I live, that is a pretty damn good thing to have happen to you right now. There's a lot of people that don't. You kind of got to feel bad for them, but you kind of got to realize that they make their own decisions. Maybe if somebody had told them just one thing different, they would have a whole different life. You know, a lot of the issues that people have, who they hang out with, what they got going on, being afraid of their own shadow, being afraid if I'm successful at that, people might rely on me, and I can't have that. I don't want people to rely on me. I don't want the kind of pressure that comes with people being needy towards what I got. And you just can't live like that. You really gotta realize that, you know, running from stuff you're scared of isn't gonna get you nothing. You're gonna just run every time something gets hard. You're gonna constantly run into more problems, because those things chase after you. Let me tell you that. Definitely your problems will chase you. So, like I said, I don't know if anybody's gonna watch this. I don't really care if anybody does. I'm not doing it for attention, not doing it for anything other than just sharing what I'm doing. If you want to follow along and see where it goes, see if I'm actually that committed. Well, stick around. We'll see. We're gonna find out together, or we won't. I don't know. So a lot can happen, but I feel like I'm finally at the point where my intent, my ambition, and my effort output is going to be higher than the negativity of I can't do it, I'm scared to do it. What if I do become successful at it? What if I do? What if I become skinnier and I'm looking good and I'm feeling good and I don't have any of the health problems that I do? Then what? I'm not afraid of that anymore. You know, it's one thing that I challenge, that challenges me with my dad is he's the kind of person that looks for a reason to be negative about something. I think he sometimes likes to just complain about stuff to give him something to do because he ain't got nothing else going on. So seeing that made me realize it's not what I want to be doing with myself, not how I want to be living, not what makes sense. Complaining about stuff just to complain about stuff so you have something to do, that shit don't make no sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. So I'm gonna end this off. I might do some more stuff later. We're gonna get to walking. I want to listen to some music. I got my headphones, listen to some music. I got my boot camp class tomorrow morning, which is always Friday mornings. Go do my boot camp. It's an hour long. Walk out of there sweaty, walk out of there feeling good. Start your Friday off right. Once I get done with that, I gotta go do bark dust in my yard. So some more working out. Then I'm gonna paint my wife's room real quick. Get that done. Do a little bit more work, but not a significant caloric amount of work. See what the day brings. It's my choices. I set up the schedule. I do what I want, and I have the ability to do that. I'm not free. I'm not a millionaire. You know, I've made good choices and I made bad choices. You know, financially, for me, I'm solid. That's all I can say. I worked hard. I have a good job. I'm not educated. I'm not a college graduate. Went to a trade school. I worked hard. My wife, I worked hard driving bus so that she could go to college. She has her bachelor's degree in accounting. So she's, you know, takes care of a lot of that stuff for us. We live good. You know, we work hard. We make sure it counts. We're simple people, regular people. Not some rich, ripped, buff, big ass millionaire driving around in a Lamborghini. You know, have a Subaru Outback. I don't have no kids. I drive a station wagon, and honestly, I don't really give a damn. Does what I needed to do. Point A to point B and back to B, or back to A. Every day, it's paid for. Wife's car is paid for. My student loans are paid for. Everything you could ever want. What else is there? Something that I took from that guy, Wes Watson. He's very, very, very smart, very inspirational. Because a lot of people think they need to have all this special shit to work out. You don't. You know, only if I had this, I could do this. Only if I had that, I could do that. A lot of people don't have nothing and they still manage to achieve a lot. You're just setting up invisible barriers to yourself, saying my success only depends on some sort of item, when your success depends on your effort. Your effort depends on you. No effort, no success. It's plain and simple. You might fail 1,000 times like I did, trying all these crazy diets and all these things. I'm not looking at weight loss surgery as a airline flight to success land, but it's just a quick Lyft, Uber ride, whatever you want to call it, quick taxi to the success building where the effort lies. You still got to put in the work, still got to make the right decisions, you still got to do it. It's not going to change, it's just going to make it better. It's easier, it's a tool, that's all it is. So we're going to go do some more walking. I'm going to keep going. Check back later.